Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being truly well-informed. Today, we're jumping into something maybe a bit unexpected for a deep dive. A mobile web browser.
Right, not usually the most exciting topic, maybe.
Exactly, but this one's different. We're talking about Opera GX. It's specifically built for gamers.
Right.
And the sources we looked at give some pretty fascinating insights into what makes it tick, for gamers, obviously, but maybe for others too.
Yeah, it raises interesting questions about specialized software.
So our mission today, let's unpack the features, the design, the whole philosophy behind this thing. We want to cut through the hype and see what's actually useful, what's genuinely surprising. Because let's be real, a browser for gamers.
Yeah.
It could just be marketing fluff.
That's the core question. Is it a gimmick or does it actually solve real problems for that audience? Does it genuinely add value to their whole digital setup?
You mentioned specialized software, and that seems key.
It really is. I mean, we're seeing this shift away from one-size-fits-all tools. Software is becoming much more tailored. And a browser for gamers, that perfectly illustrates this trend towards building a whole environment, not just a utility.
Okay, environment. Let's start with the look and feel then. Our sources talk a lot about the gaming-inspired design, customizable themes, even sound effects. In a browser.
Yeah, built right in.
Is that just window dressing, or does it actually, do something for the user experience?
Well, I think it's more than just cosmetic. It taps into identity, doesn't it? Gamers often put a lot of effort into their setup, the PC, the lighting, the peripherals.
Sure, the whole aesthetic.
Exactly. So extending that vibe to the browser makes it feel less like a generic tool and more like part of their space. It signals that the software kind of gets them.
Right, so it's about making the browsing experience feel consistent with the rest of their gaming world.
Precisely. It blends the everyday act of browsing into that larger, curated digital life.
Okay, so it looks the part. Then there's this GX Corner. Our sources describe it as more than just a newsfeed. It pulls in daily gaming news, release dates, trailers, deals.
A central hub.
Yeah, a hub. What's the real problem that's solving for gamers? Is it just saving clicks, or is it something, I don't know, deeper, like dealing with FOMO, fear of missing out?
I think you hit on it there. It's definitely about more than just convenience. Think about the sheer volume of game news, updates, releases. It's constant. Information overload is real.
Totally.
So GX Corner acts as a filter. It curates the relevant stuff. But deeper than that, it's helping gamers manage their attention, their focus around their passion.
Managing their attention economy.
That's interesting. So the browser becomes part of how they stay informed efficiently.
Exactly. Staying up to date is almost part of the hobby, or even feels like work sometimes. This integrates it.
Okay, so that covers the gamer-specific stuff on one device. But we all use multiple devices, right? Phone, computer. How does Opera GX handle that? Our sources mention this Flow feature.
Ah, yes, Flow.
Yeah.
It connects your phone and computer with a QR code scan, securely. And then you can just sling links, files, notes back and forth without logging in constantly. That sounds really useful.
Oh, it absolutely is. It's a great solution for that cross-device headache. Think about how often you email yourself a link or use some clunky cloud service just to get a file from your phone to your PC.
All the time.
Flow just streamlines that, removes the friction. It makes using multiple devices feel much more connected, much smoother. It's genuinely good, not just for gamers, but for pretty much anyone.
And sticking with mobile, there's the FAB, the fast action button. Optional button, always near your thumb, gives haptic feedback, that little buzz. Seems minor, but does that kind of thing actually make a difference when you're browsing on the go?
It really can. It sounds small, but that tactile feedback, the haptics, it makes interactions feel more definite, more responsive.
You tapped it.
Exactly. It's subtle, but it improves the feel of using the app, especially one-handed or quickly. It's about refining those common actions for better mobile use, faster, more confident navigation.
Right. And then tying it all together, there's standard sync, bookmarks, passwords, using your Opera account across devices.
Which is pretty much table stakes now, but essential.
Yeah, you expect that consistency, don't you?
Yeah.
So your browser feels like your browser, whichever screen you're on.
Absolutely fundamental for a seamless experience. That continuity is key.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Privacy and performance. Huge topics. Opera GX packs in an ad blocker, a cookie dialog blocker, which are, frankly, huge quality of life wins for most people.
It definitely addresses common annoyances.
But it also has cryptojacking protection. Can you unpack that a little? Stopping sites from mining crypto using your phone or PC?
Yeah, that's a really important one. Cryptojacking is where malicious websites secretly use your device's processing power, your CPU cycles, to mine cryptocurrencies for themselves.
Without you knowing. Slows everything down, uses battery.
Exactly. It exploits your resources. So having protection built directly into the browser is quite proactive. It guards against a modern threat that directly impacts your device's performance and your electricity bill, potentially.
That's a solid security feature. Now, performance. The desktop version has this resource control limiting CPU, RAM, network usage.
Right, to keep games running smoothly.
Our sources say that's less prominent on mobile, but the app itself is designed to be lightweight. What does that tell us?
It tells us performance is a core design principle, even on mobile. While you might not need granular CPU limiting on your phone in the same way, ensuring the browser itself isn't a resource hog is crucial, especially for gamers who might be running demanding mobile games.
So it stays out of the way.
Precisely. It's built to be efficient, fast, and not interfere with whatever else you're doing on your device. It respects the device's potentially limited resources.
So let's bring this all together for you listening. Opera GX isn't just another browser with a paint job. It offers this really curated package. The gaming design for immersion, GX Corner for managing that flood of info and FOMO.
The genuinely useful cross-device stuff with Flow.
Yeah, Flow is great. Plus the solid privacy bits like cryptojacking protection and that focus on being lightweight. So if you're someone who values efficiency, who wants tailored information, and cares about digital security, well, these features could be surprisingly relevant, even if you're not a hardcore gamer.
It points towards a more intentional way of browsing, perhaps.
Yeah, intentional. I like that. It's for users who want their tools to actively work for them in specific ways. Which brings us to our final thought for you to chew on.
As our tech gets more and more personalized, like we've seen here, what's next? What other kinds of really specialized tools or maybe deeply integrated features do you think we'll start seeing in our everyday software, moving beyond just general usefulness to experiences that are, custom built for our specific needs or passions?